here for another episode of Force to Win podcast. It's your boy Frank Nino. Got my homegirl Leticia J. And today we got my guy, my longtime friend, Harlem representative, Hot 93.7 representative.
Keep going, keep going.
You know what I'm saying? We got that mixtape, 90s mixtape guru representative. He from that era.
You ain't done yet.
You know what I'm saying? Going. You got a whole bunch of shit, man. You know? Mace's tour DJ. You see what I'm saying? What else we got? We got too much shit, Craig. My brain got my brain going. But yeah.
We got a lot going on. Shout out to the heavy hitters too.
Oh, heavy hitters.
Yeah.
DJing up the heavy hitters. My bad, I forgot about that. He just got to him Top Floor Entertainment. He got his own DJ crew, Top Floor Entertainment.
Man, we just,
you know.
We ain't done. We'll talk about it more.
Yeah,
we got a lot to talk about. We here.
Setting the precedence right now. My guy Craig ready to talk that shit.
Yes.
Yeah, flexing. Let's fucking go. It's 2024, man. All that humble shit's out the window, man. We talking our shit.
Absolutely.
Especially we don't lay down bricks out here in this culture. You gotta talk that shit, man. If you ain't gonna dig yourself up, who else is gonna do it?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And if anybody watches the interview and feels some type of way, that means you have low self-esteem and you're a crackhead nigga. You know what I'm saying? If we talking our shit, and he's like, man, Craig and Frank, man, Leticia is talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you mad at that and we're not talking directly to you or nothing like that, and you're mad when you watch this, that means you have self-esteem issues. It's not our fault. You understand what I'm saying?
Take a sip of water for this.
It's right, though. Am I right or wrong?
You got to toast to this one.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Am I right or wrong, though? Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely.
If you get mad, if Craig G talking his shit, if he says he's a top party rocker, he's been doing this, and fuck that, Craig, that means you're mad. Why would you be mad? Because your self-esteem is low and you're a fucking loser, and you're not forcing to win. You understand what I'm saying? But enough of my gibbering. Matter of fact, I'm not gibbering, enough of my talking. Let me get to my guy, Craig, man.
Yeah.
So when exactly did you start DJing?
Started DJing, mid 80s. Became a hobby. First it was a hobby. Salute to the DJs I came in the game with, P Nice, SNS, Dave Otis, and like my brothers we grew up with. We just was like, we're gonna just start DJing and got off the streets. And we played our sports, did our schooling, and then we went home, bought some turntables, bought some vinyl, started DJing, just practicing, which led into parties, led into, colleges, and led into everything else now. So
How
radio.
old was you?
16 probably, 15. Probably 15, 16 years old. That's where that's where I fell in love with the music. And I mean, the area where I'm from Harlem. So just the area I'm from was around legendary, iconic rappers, DJs. I lived on 129 at Convent. If you know that song, The Wild Wild West, that Kumo D made, Kumo D part of Treacherous 3, I grew up on that block. So I grew up with just legendary people from down Manhattanville to Grand Projects to St. Nick Projects. That's where Teddy Riley is from. That's where Dipset, Big L, Mace, Cam, Red Alert, Dougie Fresh, Keith Sweat, just a lot of legendary Harlem artists, acts, DJs, and then of course my block, which had Treacherous 3, Fearless 4, Spoonie G, and then we would have block parties, and people would just come from all over because we had the hottest block parties. So everybody would just come together. We was all one big old family, but the hip hop is what brought everybody together. So then Grandmaster Flash started coming from the Bronx. Biz Markie, when he was in New York, he was coming out there. Rob Bass, Easy Rock, rest in peace, Easy Rock. And we would have big block parties. But here I am, 15 years old. I'm the little kid behind the ropes because, they would rope everything off around the speakers. DJ set up their turntables and they just rocking out. You got people performing and just, it was amazing. Just like speakers, no drama, people bringing their speakers out in the park. Once it gets dark, it's time to go. But hip hop that's where I fell in love with hip hop. Just in my neighborhood. And just being around the legendary, iconic artists that, we call OGs to this day. So
how old are you when your first block party?
How old what?
The first block party that you went to, how old were you?
Went to probably about 13, 14, 15 years old. Yeah.
I know you said you started DJing.
Yeah, I started DJing because of the love of the music. So
your first block party that you seen, like,
probably that 13.
like 13.
Yep, 13. And they was doing it on a regular, like every weekend we was having a block party, and then it just, we wanted to go home. Like, I mean, when I grew up in New York, we love karate movies. So we go see a karate movie, we want to go home and kick our brother's ass, beat up somebody. It's just the love and the inspiration from it made us want to go do it. So watching them DJ and seeing the people going crazy, mind you, this is late 80s. This is 87, 88. And just seeing the love of hip hop and R&B.
Hip hop about that time was 10, 11 years old at that time. So yeah, it was still a young art form.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the passion of hip hop was instilled in you. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Some people go out in the streets and they do their thing on the corner.
Right.
You came outside to the block parties. That was like the corner for you.
Oh, absolutely.
And that just influenced you.
And then the music, and then I go home, I practice. I mean, I was inspired, and I had some great people that I looked up to. My brother Easy Lee, who DJ'd for Kumo D and the Treacherous 3, who had Rooftop Records alongside Teddy Riley, who Teddy Riley actually gave me my name, Top Floor Entertainment, because he had Rooftop Records. Yeah. And we just having a conversation one day inside the skating rink. So the skating rink is the rooftop, which Brucey B made famous. If you know who Brucey B is, the world famous Brucey B, the world famous Rooftop. Yep. And Teddy Riley had a studio in there. We just having a great conversation about branding and starting my business. And he was like, call it Top Floor. And it's been on my arm ever since 1997. Wow. I incorporated. So Teddy Riley, if you want it back, you got to pay me double.
You ain't getting that back. There's no price on that. You can't run it.
Ain't no price on that.
You can't do. You are top. When you see Craig, you just think Top Floor.
You say Top Floor, baby. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been instilled.
Yeah. You can't give that away. It doesn't matter. That's like legacy right there. Yeah. Only people who can have it is your kids.
Right. So, yeah. So just having conversations with certain people, and then watching like Red Alert brought me and SNS again with Lovebug Starsky to radio stations doing drops for Wendy Williams, Red Alert, other DJs at other radio stations, and they just took us under their wing, and which I always gonna love them for that. Yeah. And that just got us started into like meeting people and bringing us to the downtown scene of New York City. Maria Davis, she used to do Mad Wednesdays. Me and SNS used to DJ for her, and that brought us to the downtown industry parties.
Oh, downtown Manhattan, like Manhattan.
Yeah. That's where all the industry people. That's where all the industry people were. You go to, see Mary J. Blige. You'll see Heavy D. You'll see anybody that was in the industry. Uptown Records was popping at that time.
Uptown, yeah.
You go to some industry party and you start seeing all these producers and artists and.
The networking back then.
Oh my God, the 90s networking was amazing. So, I grew up in a good time. I grew up in a great area, a great space, and I was around great people. Yeah. That wanted to help me win or try to win.
So what was your first big break for you?
Well, again, the mixtapes. Well, of course, being inspired by some of the greats, but the mixtapes is what led us into, and I say us, I talk about the people that was always around me, because we all was trying to get this thing together. So the mixtapes is what got me to travel. Mixtapes got me to DJ at certain places, and then I got noticed by Mace. Mace said, I want you to be on my tour. I want you to be my tour DJ. So all that incorporated with just, doing my own events and doing my own parties.
So you was a promoter and a DJ back then?
Well, my manager at the time was Big June. So June was booking a lot of events in the city, booking a lot of events in Jersey, and I was the DJ. S was the DJ. So we was in Jersey. We was in Jersey before a lot of the New York DJs were in Jersey at the time.
Big June managed you in SNS?
Yes. And then we would jump on the highway. We go to Virginia. We do Virginia, Maryland, D.C., go to Atlanta, South Carolina. We was in the southern states very early in our career. And then, colleges was calling Buffalo, Syracuse. We would go up north and travel up north and do a lot of college events, separately or together.
Did you know how to play down south? The music
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
You knew all the music.
Oh, absolutely. This is Master P, Cash Money,
Oh, okay.
when they was running the South. Outkast was running the South. So we learned how to play all that music, and we were in Virginia a lot. Me, S, June, my man named Dog, he had a club called the Clubhouse, and we were out there every weekend. So we would come home Sunday night, we'll do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday to New York City, and then go back to Thursday and do Virginia the whole weekend again. Like, this was an every weekend thing. Every weekend, Virginia. And if I didn't get on the radio here in Connecticut, I probably would have moved in Virginia. Because I had the connections where I wanted to be on radio. So shout out to the Buddha Brothers, shout out to DJ B, shout out to 103 Jams, and then shout out to everybody that was in Richmond, Virginia, Mike Street, Lonnie B. I was trying to get on radio at the time, and I had opportunities to get on radio.
So what was this, like early, this is like late 90s or
This
2000s?
is early, late there, 99, 2000, 98, around that time. So we were down there heavy, like every weekend. Then the holidays come around, your Labor Day, your 4th of July, your Memorial Weekend, the big festivals, homecomings, and we were down there doing all the big parties. So good times.
So like I was saying, so what do you think went wrong with the DJ being in the MC connection? What happened, you think?
Shit, boy, I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I mean, you were in the game too, so could it be when artists started making their own mixtapes? I don't know. I mean, DJs are still a key point. Like you
No, it is still a key point, but every artist have to have a DJ.
Right. But if you look at,
like even as far as even groups, like Eric B, Rakim,
but there's a lot of DJs like in 24 that still tour with the artists.
Yeah.
Right. There's still an integral part. Like look at Scratch. Scratch has his own segment. Technician to DJ, DJs for the Locks, Rakim. And he has his own segment where they showcasing the DJ. So there's still DJs that tour with artists that help the show 10 times better. It makes it 10 times better,
But I just feel like it's not as intricate as it used to be.
It's probably it's I don't know. But
do you feel like that?
Sometimes, because I mean there was instances where when I was with Mace, I didn't even have a microphone. So I was DJing, playing the records, but I didn't have a microphone to talk on the mic because, something went wrong. Somebody fucked up somewhere. So, I just had to play the music and do what I had to do. So I don't know when that turning point happened, but, and then that goes to either your management. You got to make sure shit is right, shit is set up properly for the DJ.
Yeah.
And that's the conversation between the artist and the DJ, or management and the artist.
I do think artists come with their own DJ, and I think it's definitely is a better show.
Yeah, but some artists, and I'm gonna talk to all artists that do not come with a DJ and do not come with a USB stick with their music on it, and they expect the DJ to have all their music. You don't expect that. But I get that a lot out here in CT. Artists come with no music, no USB, no nothing, no thumb drive, no nothing.
That makes no sense though.
Trust me.
So hold on, you're DJing. Yo, Craig G doing it. So artists come to you, play my joint.
Right.
And then, but this artist never sent you a song.
Local artist.
No, a signed artist.
Oh.
Signed artist.
Oh, signed. Okay.
Yeah, just say a signed artist. I'm not saying nobody's name. Just say a signed artist comes as a host. But the party's popping so crazy, he wants to get on the mic and perform. So now he's like, just throw something on. But then you throw something on, it ain't what he wants. So that's where the communication, But he wasn't there to perform. He was there just to chill, hang out, drink up the free liquor, and
he's basically a host of the walkthrough.
Right. But then he wants to perform because the energy's on another level. But then he comes with no music, or
And he expects you to have.
Every.
You do have something, and you throw that on, and that's not what they want.
That might not be what they want.
You know what I'm saying? But instead of having that talk with you before you come, like just in case shit looking dope, I might want to throw a couple songs on.
So back to management again. Management needs to come to the DJ and somebody needs to have some type of music for that DJ. Be like, yo, this is our walkthrough. This is our hosting event. If we host an event and we want to get on the mic, you play these 3 songs, you know. But I've been in situations where I've been, you know, Club Envy, Club Zone, Springfield, Connecticut clubs, where the artists came to chill, the energy was crazy. They just said, play whatever you want. You know, I've been in instances with DMX, rest in peace. DMX wound up performing like 10 songs, and he was just there to chill.
Yeah.
Like Jim Jones has done that with me. Mano's done that. Jadakiss has done that. Sheik Luch has done that. So, you know, and those are the times, those are just those good random, Max B would do that. All the French too.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
Just show up to the club and then next thing you know they're performing 8-9 song, breaking crazy sweat.
Because the energy, man. That's
it's about that energy.
Yeah, that passion.
Yeah.
It's just there. You see the crowd moving. You can't deny the energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And you don't play as a DJ. You don't play their songs until you feel like it's that time, because you start playing their songs, then you think they're gonna perform, and it's a possibility they're gonna perform, but you don't want to play it until it's that right moment.
Nah, yeah, and as a DJ, that's when, you know, that's what separates DJs from each other. Like finding the right time, the right moment, how to play this song. 'Cause everybody can get the same songs, but the time you play them, how you play them, when you cut them off, how you intro them.
Yep,
you
absolutely.
Know, it's all a chemistry. It's all, you know.
Yeah, and if you play it too early, that song is gone.
So all you fucking fly-by-night DJs that see think it looks easy when you're up there. All I gotta do is just play one song after another.
Right.
No, there's a science behind it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why there be a lot of garbage ass DJs that bring the market down. You feel me? So, you know, Craig G gonna charge you a band, 2 bands, and you know, you gonna get DJ Joe Schmo or whoever the fuck. You feel me?
For $1.50 in a hookah.
Yeah, you feel me? It's like, you know, but that's the game, man. Like, you know, being on the promoter side and being on the, you know.
It's like the mixtape game.
Yeah.
Somebody done messed it up for everybody.
You know, man, I don't know. Things get oversaturated. Technology comes and, you know, changes the game.
Absolutely.
Because now you just get a Serato. You don't got to carry the records no more. There's no physical work anymore.
Yeah.
Back then, you couldn't play that. Use your techniques. You got to have 25 crates with this, that, and the third to have them. You have to have them alphabetical order, so you know how to find them, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You got to have people help you carry them. You got a big ass truck. So first of all, if you have no capital, you can't get there. You can't get an Uber and just have your laptop and go to the club. That technology done fucked it up. That's what's going on.
Imagine putting 25 crates in an Uber.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you can't do that no more. So this opens up the game for a lot of garbage ass dump truck record DJs.
Truck record DJs.
Yeah. Starting dump truck record.
Yeah, we starting that up. Yeah, because those are the niggas that's popping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they ain't got no skill. They ain't got no, you know, they came through with the technology. Was Poppington.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
And it opens up. Even with rappers. That's why we always talk about this, Leticia. This is why the game's so flooded with so many MCs.
So many.
Because now you can master that, fuck that. Where's your phone? App. Now you got the microphone, the mixer in the app with the speaker. You can go somewhere quiet and you know what I'm saying? Play a beat on the phone and record yourself right there and send it somewhere to get mastered.
Yo, let me tell you something. A couple years ago, I happened to Google just something, and I Googled how many new artists came out in a year. I don't remember what year it was. And I remember seeing 8,000 rappers came out in 1 year.
Yeah.
New rappers.
But what's the criteria of them being a new rapper? Like they threw something on?
They were new. They were just new. Like new in general. Like from any country, any state, as a registered rapper. Over 8,000 new rappers. This was like 5-6 years ago. The number has, the number done gone up because everybody got a record out, everybody got something going on.
Yeah.
So it's just they a dime a dozen, you know. They coming.
So from you coming from a time when there was like real rappers, real music.
Right.
How do you feel about today's music?
Oh man, why did you ask me that question? Listen, as a considered an OG DJ, I've learned to adapt to what we in 24 right now. Some of the music I hate, but at the end of the day, it's not about what I like; it's what the people like. And if Kid Nebraska got a dope song, I gotta play it. You know what I mean? I gotta adapt with it, what it is. I mean, I got my favorites, what I don't like, I do like, but at the end of the day, you gotta keep that dance floor rocking. You gotta, keep the promoters happy, keep everybody happy. Go home, do it all over again next week.
See, I think back in the late 80s, early 90s, the record labels, the people with the big money, they used to have a marketing budget for every genre of rap, hip hop. You feel me?
Right.
So you got the conscious rappers, and you got the hardcore gangster. You know what I'm saying? You got the one-hit wonder rappers that just come up with a funny song. And, you feel me? You got the Vanilla Ice. You got this. You got, you know what I'm saying? But everybody had their own time to shine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think the record labels was picking a certain sound. It was all sounds getting money put behind it. Nowadays, it's just they getting a certain sound they put behind it. Like, you feel me?
Oh yeah.
That's why I think that's what happened. Because the TV, the radio, all this is programming for your mind to keep hearing something over and over to get.
Trust me, you keep hearing a song over and over.
You know what I'm saying?
That song you hated 2 weeks ago, now become your favorite song.
Yeah, exactly. So they're putting money behind that to get heard on different type of levels.
Right, different platforms.
Different platforms and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're giving every genre of hip hop a chance. You feel me? So I think that's another thing that's the difference to me. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, like I said, you can hear a Wu-Tang record, and then you can go hear Vanilla Ice, and then you can come back and hear, you know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest, and everybody's going gold, platinum. Some do better than others, of course, but everybody was getting money because everybody was getting marketed a certain way.
Yep, absolutely.
I think after the Bad Boy era, when when Diddy came through, because he came like he was a monster. Came through, started doing the damn thing with the R&B, with the hip hop, and having dudes dress up. Now it's Versace, this Biggie came. You know what I mean? Things started a little changing. It was a little shift.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just went.
Yeah, I
don't know. What's your opinion on that?
I wish I did. I mean, I've been through all those eras, and I just wish I wish I can pinpoint when did the shift change. I mean, when Down South records started getting more popular.
I think the '90s, late '90s is when shit started.
Right.
My opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely agree with that. I just Again, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna adapt to it.
No, by the beat, you're supposed to adapt.
Right.
Yeah, so I think, like I said, in my opinion, I think that like the late '90s is when it started to reach like hip hop started reaching new heights at that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, they got to hit more ears. You know what I'm saying? So now I think that's when they was trying to chase the sound after I think it started at that time.
Yeah, but
as time went on.
But you remember like early 2000s when again the South started just coming out constantly with artists. East Coast hip hop or just hip hop in general, they were taking forever to drop an album, drop a single, while the down south artists was left, right, boom, 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 another song. Next thing you know, these songs are moving in the strip clubs down south, moving in this place, moving that place. Videos is spending millions of dollars on videos. It's in their face. It's in your ear. It's in your ear on the radio. And then like you had Ludacris, Outkast, Waka Flocka, Lil Jon, Lil Wayne, like all that. And next thing you know, it's just in your face all the time, everywhere you go. And
then East Coast rappers started following that sound.
Right, absolutely. Jumping on remixes. Yeah.
So now program directors and radio stations and labels are putting more towards, attention towards that. Yeah. So it's forcing artists to, like, you know what? I don't know. Here it seems like shit dying out with the shit we doing up here.
So do we blame? Do we blame Lil Wayne? Do we blame?
No, you can't.
We don't blame nobody.
You can't blame them.
Because at the end of the day, their records made the clubs pop. Like we've had nights where we playing Heavy South and the dance floor is jumping.
Yeah.
So end of the day,
you can't blame them.
You can't blame. But it's just like, how did it happen? Like, how are we playing?
Like I said, I think it's the labels that started. Like I told you, late '80s, early '90s, even late '90s. Like I said, they had a certain amount of money for each genre of hip hop. Like you could get everything was out in the forefront. You feel me? Like for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
think that changed. Now when you go to the radio, 18 jams in a row, it's a certain sound that they seem like they're following. It's a couple different sounds. You know what I'm saying? And so you're not gonna get a 38 special Benny record on the 18 jams in a row. Back then, you will get that. You'll get like a Mobb Deep record. You feel me?
Yeah.
You'll get Shook Ones getting played like it's fucking Sexy Red playing right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I think it shit started fucking up. You know what I'm saying? So back then you would get Shook Ones, straight hardcore boom bap record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then next thing you know, you hear Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. You feel what I'm saying? So it's different. It's hip hop, but it's
That's
you can't hear everything.
right.
Then you will hear, like I said, you hear a comment, drop a joint, and
Right.
but it's all 18 jams in a row, but it's all that playing.
Right, right.
Now your 18 jams in a row is a certain sound. And this is across the United States.
Listen, say what you just said. It's where across the United States,
Yeah.
right? So if you drive from the top of the United States, say Buffalo, and you drive all the way down to Miami and listen to all the urban stations, they pretty much playing the same shit.
Yeah, they're playing
Playing the same shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a certain sounds that they're playing. Certain, you feel me?
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I think the shift. Now people that are coming to this game with less knowledge, they want to get, they see the glitz and glamour of how that sound is getting that somebody else famous. So now it's calling them to do that.
Right.
You feel me? And this is what, you know what I mean? And the clubs is popping. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to Craig G. I'm getting a record for the club
Right.
per se.
Right.
And I'm gonna have to sound like this.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is why I think the shift, that's my opinion, where it started getting kind of shaky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just hearing the same thing over, you know, I don't know how it came like that or what happened, and you know, but I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, and it sucks too for like spitters. You know what I mean? It like bar spitters. Like, you know, like we in 24. J. Cole was voted like the top, not top rapper, but he had the best verse on that first person shooter with Drake. He had the best verse of 2023, right? J. Cole's very popular, but he's not mainstream.
But he's popular, but he don't need. That's what I'm saying. If you want to have a career, I like J. Cole's career.
I like it. He's doing it quietly, and people know not to mess with him.
Yeah.
When it comes to
I put him. I mean, Drake, of course, is like a different type of beast.
Right,
He's
absolutely.
all around. He can do this, that. Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get it. Everybody can't do what Drake does.
Right,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? But J. Cole to me, you know,
He's humble with it.
Huh?
He's humble with it.
He's humble with it, but he
Yeah.
still spit that shit. But at the same time, you feel me? Still reach commercial success. Not commercial. You call it commercial success, or I just call it success. Period.
I call it success.
Not commercial success.
Right.
Like Drake.
But he's on. I mean, he's had a few commercial, his own commercial records, but he's on a lot of big records.
Yeah.
And with big artists and.
What about Kendrick Lamar? Same thing. Like
Kendrick is a beast.
Yeah.
Like we don't like you don't want to put your best. You don't want to put somebody up against Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar goes into K. Dot mode, and next thing you know, it's a problem.
Some of the top rappers, but they're based on lyrics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Creativity and lyrics and all that. So, you know.
But then you look now, you hear Travis Scott being played everywhere, every station, every song he got on his album is being played. And remember, a couple years ago, nobody wanted to mess with Travis Scott.
Yeah, after
the Astro World.
Yeah.
But now it's like they're giving him another chance. Let's see what you can do. And some of the records are reacting well, and people are loving it. Now he got a tour, and he's
it takes time.
Yeah, absolutely.
People, forgive. They don't forget, but they forgive.
Yeah.
See how with Chris Brown, he done forced to win.
Right.
He done,
Yeah. He had to take a different path, and he come back around and still killing it.
You know what I'm saying? So things be happening to these artists, but if you got that good team behind you, you take a step back and you analyze the game and understand how people think, and you can get it back going. You know what I mean?
You definitely get it back going.
So that.
So don't get rappers and DJs don't get discouraged. Get out there, go reevaluate. Come back a different direction, come back a different angle.
Exactly.
And do your thing.
All your feelings and shit.
Right.
Craig G ain't playing your record.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? And all that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the miscommunication between the DJ, the promoter, and the artist. What's your take on this? I honestly think, especially in the New England area, our shit is broke. You know what I'm saying? On all levels. I just think the communication, I think the artists need to have a good talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a lot of miscommunication. A lot of motherfuckers want to hit niggas over the head. You know what I'm saying?
When you say miscommunication about what?
So, for example, if I have a new record that I want to get played, say I want to start from the level of getting to play on the radio, you know what I'm saying? So I send it to one DJ, from a radio station, and then they act like they didn't see it, they didn't get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because then they hit you with my email is so flooded, I got so many artists, and you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, damn, you told me to do this, I did it.
Right.
And I'm not getting no response. What's going on?
Right.
You feel me? So I feel like that's what I'm saying, that's where the communication gap starts to happen.
Yep.
Now, see somebody like me, I understand the game, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna take it, I'm not gonna get in my feelings and be like, oh fuck this guy, when I see him, I'm a fucking power drive him, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets like that. Niggas wanna smack the shit out of DJs, and some DJs wanna smack the shit out of artists. You know what I'm saying? In real life, in real time. Because of the miscommunication. People don't understand the process of what's going on. So I think it's a little bit of both sides. Some people send shit, they don't send it right. First of all, you don't send the MP3. Your MP3 is not even labeled right, first of all. Your shit just says fucking song number 1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that, man?
And you know, and as a DJ, you don't know if it's clean or dirty.
Exactly. Right. So let's start there. A lot of motherfuckers send songs. Oh, I sent it to you. Yeah, but how did you send it? Did you have cover art? Did you send the clean version, the dirty version? Did you send the DJ Drizzer with the drop on it? So not that DJ. Did you do the whole package? I don't know what did you do? You know what I'm saying?
You're an artist in 2024 and you don't have any clean music. Shame on you.
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's another situation that's what I'm saying. So the communication gap. So Craig G said, send your music. They sent it, but the label says song number 1. So knowing Craig G, he has a million motherfucking guys sending him emails. You know what I'm saying? So he looks at it and might like look over it, and then the next guy already sent him one, so now he has to worry about this guy that sent him one last week and forgot about yours, because he's a human, he's not a fucking robot. You feel what I'm saying? But niggas don't want to hear that excuse. You feel what I'm saying?
No, they don't.
So now on the DJ side, now we're gonna flip on the DJ. So you as a DJ, right? I feel like DJs. Do you feel DJs want to break new records these days? Like, I'm talking about new records that's hot. Like, I don't feel like DJs are A&Rs anymore. I don't feel like y'all DJs is coming outside and looking for the hottest niggas in the street. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the artist has to put in work for you to notice them too. But I feel like back in the day, it was a two-way street. The artists was doing their thing, but also DJs was always trying to look for the next hot nigga. Right. There was more A&R active as a DJ now. You feel what I'm saying?
I get it. I mean, I hear you. I hear both sides.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel that too. You feel me? Like, so, and I feel like as a DJ, this comes with the game. Guys are gonna send you records to play. The higher you get on the totem pole, they're coming for your head. So I feel like DJs have to have a setup to where you have assistants now. Your job is to go through my email and go through these guys' music. If they don't have this criteria, don't even bring it to me, and I'll tell them why I didn't listen to their record yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, I feel like some DJs don't even do that. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the bigger you get, or the more, you know, precedents you set and the more you on, there should be a system of how songs get sent to you and they get checked. Not necessarily you checking them, but now you're this guy, this comes with the game. You have to have something, a system in place for artists.
So do you play local artists? And if you do, how do you go through picking?
Okay, well, so let's go, hold that question. So let's go back to the way technology has moved forward where, again, I can show you 10,000 emails on my phone right now. 10,000 in one folder, just one folder.
From independent artists.
Artists, you know, artists that sign, unsigned artists is all in. You know, I have an AOL still. Yeah, don't stop laughing. All y'all stop laughing. I still got AOL, and yeah, I pay for it. But guess what? It's been the safest thing for the last 25 years. So I have an email. So again, yes, you get spam, you get bullshit, you get everything. But now with technology moving forward, now an artist can text it to the DJ's phone. So now I can get a text, and now I can play the song instantly, right off my phone, without going through my email. So that right there is definitely a new way of technology moving forward to get it to the DJ. You got a personal relationship with the DJ. You can text him the song, he can listen to it right there and then. Hopefully he does. But not everybody does.
You gotta get too many of those. Then.
But you got me here. We talking. Now it's right there. I'm gonna listen to it real quick. I'm gonna give you the 3 minutes of my time, and let's listen to it. Let's hear what it sounds like. And so now back to your question. I have played local artists on the station. I don't like to call them local. I like to call them unsigned.
I say independent.
Right. Independent, unsigned.
I say independent.
So, but where I'm at 5 o'clock, that's like pretty. That's not. I'm not gonna say it is, but it's pretty much like the most listened time of the day. People coming home from work, from school, people all over the place. Highways is flooded. People stuck in traffic. People listening to the radio. 5 o'clock. That's what I'm on. 21 years, right? So, It's a long time.
Yeah,
long time, right? So yeah, respect it. So, but at 5 o'clock, I have to play the biggest records that's moving worldwide, right? So right now in 2024, so if I'm up there and I'm playing some Sexy Red, I'm playing some Drake, I'm playing Rihanna, I'm playing anything like that's just moving worldwide, right? And if I can get an artist squeezed in there, let's make it happen. And I've done it before. But at my radio station, there's a chain of command. And the chain of command, I have a boss. And I'm not throwing him under the bus. It's DJ Buck. He's the program director. A lot of artists got to learn who the program director of every radio station is. So what, you know, every DJ, you got to learn who the program director is. Because now you can go directly to the program director, give him the song, try to listen. Program directors are just as busy as DJs, just as busy as rappers, just as busy as moms. Everybody's busy. So you got to figure out how to get in touch with the program director, give him the music, set up a meeting with him, a professional meeting, right? A professional meeting, get him the music, let him listen to it, let him take few minutes out of his time, and if he likes it, he adds it. Or my station, I don't know about everybody else's station, we play out of one computer. So one computer, all the DJs play out of one computer. The program director puts the music in that one computer. So basically, the chain of command starts at the top. But then once it's in that computer, I can do what I want to do. I can play it as many times as I want. So if I want to play it 67 times between now and Easter, I can play it that many. But the initial start is with the program director. And again, I'm not throwing my boss under the bus, but that's the chain of command at my radio station. Again, because we play out of one computer. If we were playing out of like everybody, we used to bring our own computers. Then we had our own freedom. We could do what we want to do. But now with this technology, the way it moves and swears being played on the radio, we don't deal with that. So we got one person that puts the clean music in the computer, just so we won't have that issue ever again. Because we've had that issue in the past by DJs playing out of their own computer.
Does your radio station have a specific slot?
Absolutely. So now I'm going to put another guy, DJ Michi. He has a segment at 11 o'clock at night on a Friday where he plays unsigned artists for a whole hour. Not too many radio stations across the country are doing that. A whole hour. Then you get rappers that complain. Oh, ain't nobody listening at 11 o'clock at night. You never know who's listening. Get your team to listen. Get your team to record the song being played on the radio. And then you reshare it and retweet it and you send it out to everybody and let them send it out. Your record just got played on the radio. No matter what time of the day it is, you can play it back. You can record the radio and play it at 7 in the morning to your fans and your fans and followers and let them reshare it. But a lot of people don't do that. They hear their record on the radio.
A lot of motherfuckers can't even get on that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so like,
yeah, you know it's got to be a waiting list.
So yeah, definitely got to be a waiting list. So is there
But another way, just at the end of the day, get in them streets. Let the radio come to you. Let the radio.
Nah, definitely.
You know, get in them streets. Build that buzz up. And again, you live in Springfield. It's bigger than Springfield. Bring your ass to Hartford. Go to New Haven. Go to all these
Waterbury,
big events that's happening.
Go to Boston.
Right.
Go fuck with my man DJ E-Double 94.5.
Yep. Shout to E-Double.
You know, go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers don't like to leave their city.
Yeah, you gotta leave the block.
Yeah, you gotta hit that third lane and get the fuck out.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta. Listen, brother. I commend you. You've done it from artists to DJs. You and Scope. You and artists have been doing it for years. So. You know, I've seen. Yeah, we were just talking about how you were 19 years old trying to get in the club and I couldn't get you in the club.
Yeah, one day I had the time port two-way pager. You know what I'm saying? I had the time port. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I was still too young to get in the club. Hit this guy up on the time port like, yo, because he got me to a club before. Yeah. So, you know, I hit this guy. He comes to Hartford. This is before the radio. I think he was still living in Harlem, back and forth, killing Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? So I met Craig G through my man, my OG DJ Scope. Yep. He used to come do DJ Scope's birthday parties. So this is how I got cool with him. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in the 21 and over joints with these dudes because Scope spoiled me and got me into these shits. So now I got a relationship with Craig G now on my own. Yep. So Craig G used to come through. I'm 19. I see this guy at the club. I text him. He texts me back. No, nigga, you can't get in. I'm DJing. I remember that was stuck. I was like, damn, you gonna fuck me up. I can't even get in.
He trying to shut everybody
I
down.
thought it was cool. I pulled the time cord out. I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like this.
You know what I'm saying? Call this nigga. You text me back. DJing right now. Yo, you get me in the club? No, can't get you in, nigga. I was like, damn, you can't leave your brother outside like that in the cold. You know? He was like, sorry, Dad. But, you know, next time. I was like, all right. You gotta take that, you know. You gotta take that.
But then years later, here I am. I'm calling him like, yo, I'm outside.
You know what I'm saying? No, remember you did that shit to me back in 2000? Yeah, staying outside now, nigga. Bye. You know what I'm saying? But being a DJ is hard, man, and being an artist is hard. And I feel like, you know, New England is a market that hasn't cracked yet. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So everybody's frustrated. Everybody want to be number one. And everybody's emotional, and everybody's in their mother.
And everybody want to get played on the radio.
Everybody wants to get played on the radio.
Right, absolutely.
I feel like the music I promote, I don't need the radio as right in the second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you gotta get hot in the streets, you know, do the other things you can do.
Listen, build your fan base up.
Yeah, build a fan, get that cool following going.
Build that. Social media is free. Use it. It's free. Send out I got a formula. It seemed like it's working. I get up 7 o'clock in the morning. That's what everybody else usually get up. 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. What's the first thing they do? They go to the bathroom, right?
Yep.
They sitting on the toilet or doing whatever they got to do, taking a shower. I post at that time. That's when everybody's on their phones. First thing in the morning. Now that trickles down. Everybody's listening and watching your shit around noon. Your shit is still buzzing on the feed.
Yep. And
then you post again. Mm-hmm. And now you get the afternoon people who's gonna watch your shit. And then the nighttime people for the third shifters at work who's bored, all you see is they thumb going up and down, up and down, up and down. Because then you know, right now I'm doing an event with Kiki Wyatt, right? R&B superstar. And I got so much traction of course it's because of her, but just seeing like post in the morning, afternoon and midday, and then early evening. People gonna see it. But you gotta promote.
A lot of these artists don't even like posting.
No, you gotta post.
Last time they posted 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you artists talk about one. I know an artist in Connecticut. He said, yo, I don't do the clubs. Well, how the fuck you gonna get your record played? Like, how you gonna link with the DJ? I don't do clubs. Come on, man. I'm trying to teach you the game, man. You got to go out, man.
Yeah, you gotta come outside.
So
what do you mean I don't do clubs? Like, I don't make songs for the club?
Like, I don't go to clubs. I don't go to hang out in clubs.
Yeah, you're bugging. And Craig is like one of the only guys out here that's from, you feel me? Like, our market's fucked up. Like my man Charm was saying, what Charm said one of our shows? You're not gonna run this way out here in motherfucking Connecticut or Boston or anything,
right,
unless niggas is bringing them, unless niggas like me is bringing them out here.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you're gonna run into a Craig. Craig's like that on the top of the totem pole. You feel me? That dude's that, and he knows niggas that's in the city that you need to get to know too. So if you're not gonna be outside, network and touch your hands, at least be in the club.
Yeah.
Even if you don't make club music,
right,
you're not in the club trying to holler or whatever. Then it's like. You know. You
meet the DJ, link with the DJs. And again, I don't like to throw rappers under the bus, but just hustle. Whatever you hustled in 23, you got to do it differently in 24. And just step it up. Step it up, man.
Yeah. Communicate in 2 ways. But some of these DJs, they have attitudes too. And then they tell you to do something and you do exactly what they say. And you act like they didn't get it, they didn't hear you or, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's why I think it needs to be, like, we need to have a big round table with the DJs, promoters, and artists. And
no, I agree.
I agree. Talk what they got to talk, because everybody got something to say, man. Everybody think they're supposed to go this way. They have this perceived notion in their head, like they're living in la la land in their own world, thinking that everybody has entitlement issues, I think. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is where the problem lies, you know what I'm saying? And we're still a developing market. It's so frustrating right now. Everybody feel like the music is the best, we this and the third, and we're still trying to reach a place to where in the industry recognizes New England as a market. Right. Now we spend money with the top artists that come.
All the time.
Oh, New England's the top.
All the time.
That's the top. New England's the top market for artists to come through and tour and tear us up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and then some artists like, so if y'all support these other rappers like these niggas that from outside, like, and then support the people around you like that, you can probably pop them off, but it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a ongoing circle, ongoing cycle, and everybody's complaining the same thing, and nobody's trying to change what's going on.
Right.
And there's no conversations going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Craig. How don't you know somebody? How don't you know DJ E Double up in Boston or Pup Dog, who are all these guys up there? You feel me? DJ Foreign and you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to connect with all these dudes. Rhode Island, there's dudes out there. Rhode Island got a big station like a 937 or a 94.5, but you know.
Yeah.
you gotta get connected with these dudes, and y'all don't even leave and do that.
Yeah,
20 minutes up the street, they don't know your fucking name no more.
Absolutely. I did another podcast, right? And I told the person on there, yo, you gotta have a database of DJs.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta, as soon as you drop a song, you gotta email all the DJs. If you're mixed, it's like the mixtape game when we used to have all our stores lined up, with all the addresses, all the phone numbers, all the contact person, all the contact people. Now you got rappers, you gotta have a DJs list, and you gotta have everybody on speed dial or on email blast. At all times.
Yeah, you know, blasting with your music. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you definitely need to get a DJ's database on your own.
Yeah, you got to.
Get a new song.
Not just the DJs in your state.
Right.
Yeah,
Not just the DJs in the state before you or after you. You got to go up and down the East Coast.
Yeah.
And you might not get love locally. You might get love in Richmond, Virginia, Tennessee.
Yeah, but do your shit systematically though, because if you don't have the money to travel back and forth to, because once you get that contact, now you got to stay in contact. You have to,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying, grow this. It's like water in the seed. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna go to Tennessee, right, you got to be able to go to Tennessee all the time.
Right.
Not every time, but like every 2-3 months, you got to go check in and talk to people, or like, you know, and talk about it in person, because you know we got social media. You can check in that way. That's something light. That's just something to keep the, you know, the, what you have to show up. You feel what I'm saying? At the same time.
Yeah.
So you have to come with a game plan. You know what I'm saying? So if you say, like you said, we from Hartford or you from Springfield, you know, you can go 2 hours down, go to Boston, go to Rhode Island, go, you know, go to Providence, you know what I'm saying? Go to you know, go to upstate, go to Albany, go to the 5 boroughs. Just concentrate on that at least. There's so many DJs in even that radius you can do. But y'all motherfuckers don't even do that.
It's
you want to get mad at the place where you're from. You want to get mad at the Craig or somebody over here when, you know what I'm saying? Because you live here and it's easy for you to get and see these dudes. You get mad at them for not playing your shit, but you're not even going an hour down the street to get your shit played either. So if Craig go call somebody, yo, I got this artist that's from Hartford, he keep bothering me, or you know, he keeps fucking with me, talking about, you know, playing my record. Do you know him? And he calls somebody in Boston, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know this guy? Oh, no, I never heard of him. So what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers not even doing that.
Yeah. But it's also, and now another form of marketing and promotion. Listen, DJs you can go live. Like you can go live, like I'm on Twitch. So you can get on Twitch, have the DJ on there playing regular music, and then sprinkling in the artist that he's DJing for, and then the actual artist can be on the live with the DJ. It's just different forms of promotion. I mean, of course, we don't want to go IG live, but they're going to cut you off. Facebook live, you definitely don't want to do that, because they're going to cut you off.
So, you talking about as a DJ?
As a DJ.
Oh, yeah.
As a DJ with a rapper. A DJ with a rapper. So as a rapper, find you a DJ, and y'all go live on Twitch. Y'all go live. I think people on YouTube now, on Mixcloud. Go live. Like y'all set up a studio similar to this. Put some turntables there, microphone, and have the DJ play the music. The rapper that's, you know, he's working with. It's another form of promotion.
Tag people while you do that. That's a good idea. It's
another form. Then use your social media to get people to the channel. Right. That's what I did during pandemic. DJs had no income. We had nothing going on. We had no outlets because, again, IG. If y'all remember, IG. D Nice was the only DJ that can go live on IG. Facebook was always cutting the DJ off.
He had a personal relationship with IG or something?
He had the personal relationship.
Relationships never goes a long way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So DJs was getting cut off at like 40 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. That shit, I remember getting cut off on the first song. So then somebody introduced me to Twitch, which is a gaming platform for gamers, but they allowed the DJs to come on and reach out and touch their fans and build a network and make some money from it. And then again, you go live every couple days, you go up on it and you get new fans to come in. Next you know, they buying subscriptions. It's called subs, and then they pay like the tips. It's called biddies. So it's like biddies and subs. And then that's how DJs was making some money.
And you played one of my joints on Twitch before. The single I had dropped.
Absolutely. And then if you're a DJ that plays different genres, like there's things called the Raid Train, right? So now, when I played your record, it was on a Boom Bap Monday. So the whole show was based on Boom Bap hip hop, right? But then there's other shows where they play R&B, or it's old school, or it's a reggae show, and you know, it's different avenues. You gotta tap into everything. You know.
You definitely have to tap into everything. So, do we ever see Craig G really getting behind one artist and pushing that guy to the top? Or he is
Yo, I have. It's not even a concern. Like I'm not interested because no, not in a disrespectful way, but I got so much going on, right? And I've had a few artists that my man P Nice was dealing with, and for some reason it didn't work out with them, so it didn't work out with me, and I don't know. I don't
know about directly to Craig G though.
No, I know, but I haven't shown interest really. I don't know. I got 1,000 other things going on.
Yeah, so that's not really fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and maybe when I slow down doing certain things, maybe I will take an interest into it. I don't want it to be too late, but I got a lot going on, you know, and from personal businesses to, you know, entrepreneur shit I got going on, to radio, to clubs, to weddings. It's a lot.
You do a lot of weddings.
Stop looking at me like that, both of y'all. No, I do about 75 weddings a year.
A year.
75?
Yes.
Wow.
Shit.
And not everything is televised. Not everything is posted up because I deal with clients that don't want their shit posted because they want to wait till the actual videographer presents their video. Yeah. Then everybody can post.
Yeah.
But by then I'm already 10 weddings past because I do a lot of weddings. I do a lot of private events, sweet 16s, quinceañeras, of course birthday parties, and you know corporate stuff. You know, wedding business, photo booth business. I have that LED dance floor, which is like amazing at events, and it's a lot going on. Now I just got an LED robot, so now they book the robot, and the robot comes to the events, and you know.
Is that the tall thing that's dancing?
Yes.
With the lights and all that.
With the lights, yes. So that's just another stream of income. Yeah. Part of the package of entertainment, and.
So at the end of the day, you change with the times, and you know how to do that. Right. That's what keeps yourself alive.
So, but if you remember, we used to do 5 clubs a week, right? Yep. So Wednesday we used to go to 960. Mm-hmm. Thursday we would do Envy downtown Hartford. Yep. Friday, Saturday we do Blue, Hippodrome, and then Sunday we ended up at Club Zone. Always at Glow on Saturday. You remember those days, right? Yep. So those were the good days. I'm out five nights a week, 2 o'clock in the morning. My body can't stay up that late every night. So now, if I can do a wedding, a photo booth job, and maybe 1 club a week, I'm happy. Mm-hmm. I'm happy. You know, a wedding, you're gonna be done by 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, you do a photo,
and you're getting paid way more.
And you're getting paid way more. You do a photo booth job. I own a 360 business. I got a mirror photo booth. And I do private events, a lot of private events for that. So that might be 3 hours of my day. Give me that, a wedding and a club a week, I'm happy.
Good. Mm-hmm. And you kept it all within the party event.
Right, I kept everything into entertainment.
Exactly.
Right,
but your brain always been working that way. Right. You got to be a certain type of person to actually venture off and do this type of thing and be successful and actually make positive income.
Right, and then on top of all that, I still got to do the radio every day at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
Every day.
And still get up, bring kids to school, all type of. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, daddy duty. Daddy duty is first.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Also, he's been forceful to win. Right. Even back in the mixtape days, when it was the mixtapes that converted to CDs. Mm-hmm. Now, you feel me? A lot of DJs were still doing parties. This guy was doing parties. Plus, he was still out here hitting up all the stores, doing the mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Keeping shit alive.
Shipping them, making sure they get to the right places.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you still have artists that hit you up to host a mixtapes for them?
I got a few. I got this guy from Cali. I met him in Hartford a couple months ago. He said he's coming back middle of January, maybe first week of February. We're gonna work on something, but he's getting all his music together now. It sounded decent, but I mean, he had a West Coast sound, but he wanted an East Coast DJ to host. Yep. And so basically he wants me to put the whole thing together. Yeah, so basically put the songs together, do the shout outs that he wants. I can say what I want.
Top floor, baby.
Right. He wants that energy. So he wants that flow. He wants the mixtape to flow. And so
that's a classic feel. You need that, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because right now the playlist is the new mixtape DJ. Yeah. The playlist. You know what I'm saying? That's like.
But it still ain't nothing like getting a shout out from a DJ.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. Right. You talk over your shit, bring it back.
Right.
Do all this. Like you can't beat that feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is like a classic. That's like an adrenaline rush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he used to love that. He used to shout out from the stores and all that. Yo, shout out to this store, that store. I'm getting a shout out to shout out to Frankie in that scope spot. Like, yup, yes sir. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't forget that feeling in those days. You know what I mean?
All right, so as a DJ, and you have so much going on for yourself, right? My main question is mental health. How do you deal with your mental health on a daily basis? How do you cope? What do you do?
I like alone time. I like to be alone. I take a lot of power naps, and I don't get the greatest amount of sleep that I should get, but a lot of alone time is what I like. And instead of talking on the phone when I'm driving, I like to listen to music. Like I put on an oldies station and just listen to some classics and just bring it down. Like I love my radio station. I love hip hop. But when I'm in my car, I'm relaxing. That's my mental calm down. Not everything is turn up. I don't drink, I don't smoke. So, I'm not going to be, side-winded or whatever it is, distracted by anything else. But, when I'm alone, I calm down and, on to the next thing. So, and, I pray and I pray a lot because, we've lost so many people, from heart attacks to passing away in your sleep. I've known a few DJs that passed away in their sleep, So I just try to stay healthy and try to, eat right and stay out of trouble.
Definitely, man. Definitely got to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Right.
That's the first order of business.
Right.
Talking nobody's gibberish.
Yeah, right.
Nobody's shit. You know what I'm saying? So when we was interviewing SNS, he said he came through, you know what I mean, and got the hot 937 spot before you can get it.
You said what?
He said you got the hot 937 spot before he
knew nothing about hot 937.
Like he said, I love my brother Craig G, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm supposed to get that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I've been on that station since 2001.
He admitted that he was outside in that Connecticut area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Craig was a hustler, but he was out there.
Well, that, again, that mixtape circuit brought both of us to travel and go places that, the average DJ wasn't going at the time. Like, again, if I'm up north doing up north events, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Boston, up to Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester. I was up there a lot, doing a lot of events. I mean, I had connections. I knew people. I knew fraternities, sororities, and through the mixtapes. And the mixtapes got us parties. Parties got us more parties. And again, like S started doing production. It got him production events. Production gigs. P Nice started traveling. Everybody started traveling and getting up out of New York City at the time. Then I went down south, and we would just. We would call each other 3-4 days later. Where you at? I'm in West Bubblefuck, and I'm in Syracuse. It's 6 degrees outside. So, it was a good time.
So how was it when you first got Hot 937? Would they offer you a salary when you first got there, or you had to work your way up?
Well, I was part-time. I'm still part-time, considered part-time. But I was only up here for the weekend, so I was doing weekend shows. But then, I took, like me at the time, me and KG, DJ KG, he was doing, we were doing 12 and 5.
Yeah.
So he was doing half the week, I was doing half the week. But then the program director at the time was like, you guys have to make a decision. So KG started doing nighttime. I started doing 12 o'clock, and then it switched, and people lost their jobs, and 5 o'clock was offered to me, and I've been on that job ever since. Yeah.
Did you ever try to get Hot 97 or Power 105 or anything like that?
Well, I've done special guest appearances on Power. They had special guest DJs for the weekend. This was a long time ago, but I did that a couple of times. But the reason, I left New York because an opportunity came for me in Connecticut. Connecticut is the next state from New York City, and I was like, I'm only an hour and a half. I can still go back and forth and sleep in my bed at night. But an opportunity came, and the love was real in the New England area of Connecticut and Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I did some of my first events in Springfield. You know, shout out to Ronnie, rest in peace. Shout out to Queen Bee.
Shout out to Ronnie.
You know what I
Shout out to Queen
mean?
Bee.
Shout out to Scope. You know, some of these people put me in places that, you know, that I wasn't familiar with.
Yep.
And you know, I always salute them. And I got Connecticut promoters that did the same thing for me. And here we are, 20-something years later, you know, talking about it.
Yeah.
So I always salute everybody that ever booked me, hired me, recommended me.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Yeah.
I hired you a couple times.
Yeah, you did.
I remember one time you had me pissed off.
I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking about.
One time, right? Okay, so
There's no one time.
Remember, only one time though. But you know, I'm a guy that I can check myself and make sure I can deal. It's always business. So one time, right? I had booked you. It was a holiday weekend. I had booked you for Skyplex.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? I booked you for Skyplex.
Do you remember what he's talking about?
Hell no.
Hold on. So when I booked you, you never told me that you had a gig after. You know what I mean? Because I booked you as a holiday weekend. I need Craig G there. This is Craig G, the hottest guy out. Hot 937 popping. I need him there at prime time. But he came to my shit early, 10 to 11:30 was out to the next club right around the corner. You feel what I'm saying?
I did that?
Yeah, you did that.
Damn.
Yeah, you did that. But you did it. But you know, he was like, yo, cause you know, at the time, you know, shout out to Paul. You know what I'm saying? You had to go. You know what I'm saying? Paul called and pulled that car. I'm like, damn.
So as a man, I'm gonna apologize to you right now. I didn't never apologize. I never remember.
I said, damn, this nigga Craig done left my shit. Because I didn't. If I would have never booked you, if I knew you had something else to do at the prime time I need you,
Right.
I need Craig G at 12 when shit is lit. My nigga Craig G said, I gotta go. I said, well, what's going on? Yeah, I gotta go.
Damn.
Paul.
My apologies.
You know, I'm like, damn.
My apologies.
You know what I'm saying? But this is when, and it's bad because this is when Paul was beefing with the Skyplex. Remember Steve from the Hippodrome and all that?
I remember.
They had their little squall. So it was like a little rivalry thing. So I put a flyer. I had Craig G first. Boom. I guess Paul said, fuck that. I don't know what he did or what was going on. This is before I was fucking with Paul in the club situation.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right. Damn.
I don't know what he did or what. Craig had to go.
I gotta apologize again.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, you don't apologize.
Okay.
You know,
You don't even remember what he's talking about,
I
so
don't
you're good for
remember.
apologizing.
You got to remember that. I mean, because you know, Craig is big time at them, you know, so he don't give a fuck.
Cut that out.
To me, I ain't gonna forget that shit.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Gonna forget that.
Good time.
Man, Craig done dipped off on your boy, like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't get in my feelings. I get in my feelings for like 10, 20 minutes, overthink it, like, you know what? Yeah, Paul, you know, Paul probably.
Do you remember who was the DJ after me?
There was a smaller. Damn, who was the DJ after you?
He sucked, if you don't remember who he is.
It never happened. It never happened.
I forgot who we had.
Oh man.
Damn, who's the DJ after
Speaking of DJs, who are your top 5 DJs?
All right, so my top 5 DJs, it changes a lot, but you know, I've learned and watched Kid Capri, one of my idols, because I just, you know, and I never took nothing from him, but his style, I come from that same style. Talk on the mic, don't need a host, I DJ, talk on the mic, drop a record at the same time, and I would say, like myself, S&S, we all came from that school, watching Brucey B, watching Lovebug Starsky control, DJ Hollywood control a crowd, talk on the mic at the same time, no host needed. 2 turntables, a mic, and a mixer. That's it. Vinyl, Serato, whatever you want to call it. So definitely Kid Capri. Rest in peace to the late great Biz Markie, one of my idols, one of my close friends who, you know, it hurt when he passed away. He's somebody I could call 2 in the morning and we could talk all night about music till 6 in the morning, 8 in the morning. When he used to come to New York, he didn't want to drive back to Maryland. When he was living in Maryland, he stayed at the crib. So one day, real quick, we'll get back to the DJs. Rest in peace, my mom. When my mom was there, Biz Markie came knocking on the door like 2 in the morning, came from a club. My mother yelling, "Who the fuck is that?" She's like, "Craig, it's Biz." My mother was a big Biz Markie fan because watching him on certain TV shows. She loved Heavy D and she loved Biz Markie. So Biz was at the door. I said, Mom, go get the door, open the door. And it happened to be Biz at the front door at 2 a.m. She got on her mama robe and her mama wig on or whatever at the time. This is early 90s, and like that like made her day. So just seeing that made her day and made my day. But you know, Biz was one of those DJs that I watched him tear down clubs. Never was the most skilled, but he knew how to play the right records.
At the right time.
At the right time. And I'll give you a story. I don't know if S told you the story, but me, SNS, and Ron G was at Howard Homecoming in DC when Biggie was performing that night. So I played reggae, Ron played R&B, S played hip hop, then Bismarck played, because Bismarck lived in Maryland, DC was right there. So all three of us are from New York, and we on our New York shit. We know the Jamaicans gonna come because Jamaicans, they like reggae from New York, and the R&B, and everybody was on their New York shit at the time. Bismarcky get up there and was like, yo, give these guys a round of applause. They did their thing. Yo, love these guys. They played everything, but they didn't play this. Now Biz, being a character that he is, he plays go-go music. So if you know what go-go music is, you know, live instruments, bands, yo, the place went bananas. Like banana. Like we were playing the biggest records at the time, Jay-Z, Mary J. Blige. He plays go-go, and all the New Yorkers are in there going crazy. Everybody from DC, Maryland, Philly, Delaware, Jersey, everybody's going crazy. And that was a lesson. Like look at your crowd, see what they playing. And we never paid attention to none of that. S will tell you that story. Ron G will tell you that story. We never paid attention. And Biz gets kudos for doing that shit to us. You know what I mean? I love Mel Starr. Mel Starr is a beast on the set. I'm a fan. I've been a fan of Funkmaster Flex for what he used to do with the tunnel, and then being on the radio. I love DJ Camilo, one of my heavy hitter brothers. Of course, Jazzy Jeff is one of the greatest of all time. So I gave you like 10 DJs, but it's a lot. It's a lot. But I got a story for each one of them and what they did to me, you know, as my DJ, as my mentors. You know, Clark Kent, shout out to Clark Kent too. And of course, S, you know, I've learned so much from S. So good times.
And Brucey B, when I interviewed him, he said like he feels like he's one of the pioneers of mixtape. Like when he was doing his mixtape, he was like,
Brucey B had the hottest, like he had the most sought after mixtapes because of the rooftop. Everybody wanted those rooftop tapes. Yeah. And he was charging $40 straight out the cassette deck. You know, like they was recording it and they had to.
So he recorded his whole set.
He recorded
that night.
Right. So and at the time, Bruce had some of the biggest drug dealers in his parties and in the skating rink. Everybody was there. You had money, you were there. Every DVD that's out now from back in the days, all the hustlers in New York, they were all where Brucey B was hanging out. They was all where Kid Capri was at the Castle. They was all at.
You was all at these places too. You was there as a
rooftop as a shorty. Yes, never went to the Castle. The Tunnel. Those are them good times. I mean, rooftop was 88. Yeah. Tunnel was 90 something. But you know, rooftop was a time. And
Brucey B,
you didn't even have to skate. You just go there and chill and hang out.
Were people doing mixtapes before the rooftop era?
They were, but
not
the way Bruce was doing. Bruce was doing them live, and he had the telex machine. Remember the telex machine? So let me explain to you what the telex. So a telex machine is you put the master cassette in there, and then you could dub 4 tapes at one time, and it'll come back out in like 2 minutes. And now you got 3-4 copies.
Oh, okay.
So he had somebody in the corner doing the tape, and they were selling the tapes right there and then.
Right after the party.
Right at the party.
Same set he just did.
Yep.
Right after the party is done.
Because he shouted out certain drug dealers. and certain money people, certain girls, and they wanted that tape. So they wanted to go outside after the club, put the tape in.
Damn.
Oh, they was killing it. Bruce was killing it.
Yeah.
You know, Bruce was killing it, and he had DJ Hollywood in the booth. He had Lovebug Starsky in the booth, and they were just
had to be like,
oh my God, the good times.
Damn, man.
Like, and that was like my inspiration, like where I wanted to be a DJ. I'm like, yo, these guys are just having a ball. They're having a blast. But then me and S and a couple other deep people, we would chip in our money to go buy the tape, right? We would go buy the tape the next day, or we would buy it live that night, and we go home and just listen. Like, yo, gotta get this record. This is way before Shazam. This is way before the internet. This is way before texting. So we had to go get that record. We had to figure out what it was. Because you can hear the reaction in the background when a certain record comes on. You're like, oh my God! It's like that's the motivation that you loved.
Okay.
Good times.
This is Force to Win podcast, man. We've been here for a while.
We're having a good time.
We can go on. We can go on and on, man.
We could talk that talk.
Yeah, because we go way back with this shit, man. Real hip hop history, real hip hop passion. But I have to end it with the Force to Win question, man.
Oh boy, here we go. Let's do it.
Give me a Force to Win story where your back was against the wall, Craig G, and you had to really, come out and do some Superman hero shit and force to win.
Okay, Force to Win story, real quick. Mace on tour we in the Alamo Dome. The Alamo Dome is where the San Antonio Spurs was playing back in the days, right? Mace was performing, and I think Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, LL Cool J was all on the bill, and Luke was on the bill. Luke did not want to perform after Mace. He wanted to go before Mace. I don't know why. So something happened backstage where they needed a DJ to play some music. So Mace decided he was going to perform in about 15 minutes. So they gave me 15 minutes to entertain a Texas crowd. Texas, mind you, Texas, San Antonio, home of a lot of Mexicans, a lot of, Latin people, a lot of black people, white people, everybody, right? 80,000 people was at this place, 60,000, I'm sorry. 60,000 people at this place. I go up there, I'm tearing this shit down. I'm playing Texas music, Atlanta music, I'm playing some East Coast music just to get Mace ready to come out. So this was like one of the most remarkable times in my life, just seeing 60,000 people just having a ball. I'm a total stranger. They don't know who I am. I don't know them. But I'm going to play these records to get these guys going. And then introduce Mace. Mace come out, have one hell of a show. And that was my Force to Win moment.
Because if you for the feeling in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's all I needed, 15 minutes. I played like.
If you was trash at that time, I would have.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It would have fucked you up.
I had other moments too, but that moment was something I'll never forget.
Motherfucking win.
Well, this was another dope interview. You had so many great stories.
Yeah, I'm a storyteller.
So many good stories.
I'm a storyteller, but I won't write a book. We could talk all day.
So we appreciate you for sitting with us tonight. Hopefully we get another interview again soon. So you could tell us some more stories.
Oh, absolutely.
As a fellow New Yorker, it just felt good to hear back in the day stories. So.
Sorry, bro, you don't understand.
He wouldn't understand.
I understand. I was there.
He was there.
I'm not from New York.
He was there.
Born and raised in Springfield, Mass. I have family in New York. I used to go to Brooklyn all the time.
Shout to New York, shout to Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island always shows me love.
I've been to Club Speed.
Come on, man.
One time, you know what I'm saying?
Talk that talk.
I was outside. I know New York better than I know Boston. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Club Speed. Shout to Mr. C. Used to have that place jumping. Yeah. Good times.
But it's Force of Living podcast, man.
Absolutely.
Frank Nino, Leticia J.
DJ Craig G, heavy hitter, top floor.
DJ Craig G, let's get that straight.
DJ Craig G, I learned that today.
So listen, so when I come back, right, we're going to talk about the vending machines. We never talked about that.
Oh, okay.
So we'll talk about that next time.
Okay.
All right. So y'all got to bring me back. Y'all got to bring me back.
Definitely got to bring you back.
Yeah. All right, man. We out.